Hello, welcome to Rav's Corner once again. In our last video, we discussed about the 4 English language skills, that is listening, speaking, reading and writing. And particularly, we have highlighted about the listening skills, which are very, very important. Dear students, you need not be perturbed, that you see we are unable to learn English and all. English is the most easiest language. Only thing is that you see there must be willpower. Where there is a will, there is a way. Suppose you have little bit of interest in that, you show little bit of interest, there is nothing which will be deterring force for you not to learn English. You can easily learn. So what are the things actually fundamentally that one has to do for learning English? See, listening, as you know, is very, very important. Good listeners are good speakers. And once it goes into your ear, you recollect it, you keep it in your mind, and you reproduce what are the facts and all. So what is the thing that is lacking? What is the thing that is putting pressure whenever you are trying to speak English? So we know that we are all people from the native languages. We speak our vernacular language. We are not that well versed in English. But once you listen to the concepts, once you listen to the words, vocabulary, you will develop by yourselves the ability to speak English. So what are the things required? What is actually spoken English? What is speaking skills? See, you have to verbally communicate in a very logical, meaningful way, which will be understood by the audience. So logical way of speaking, then a meaningful sense, and more importantly, you must communicate it in such a way that the whatever you are speaking must be understandable by the audience. So these 4 things are very important. Apart from this, when you speak, see, before that, let me tell you, I'll forget, you regularly read a text, either a story or anything else, any scripture or any news from newspaper clipping. When you go on reading it loudly, make it a point to read it loudly, then all this, whatever you are reading, will be lingering in your memory, in your mind. You make it a habit. Now, coming back to speaking skills, the most important thing that you need to do is always speak, speak, speak. You make it a point. See, whether you have friends or not to communicate with you, you can do it by yourself also. Just go on speaking, record it, rewind it wherever you think you feel that you have done mistakes. Again, repeat it. You can do it by yourself. So speak, speak, speak. The next thing is, whatever you are speaking, it must be comprehended by the audience. Comprehension is very important. What you are speaking must be understandable by the audience. So whatever is your passage or whatever is your speech must be understood. What is the meaning, what is the objective of the passage, what is the introduction, what is the content, what is the matter, and at the end, what is the conclusion, what actually you wanted to speak must be easily understood. Suppose you are speaking about the life of somebody, life history of somebody. Who is that person? Where was he born? What are his credentials? And at the end of the day, what did he contribute for the society is your content. So this content should be easily understandable by the audience. Then vocabulary. What is the vocabulary that you are speaking? It must not be ambiguous. It must be easily understandable by the audience. Suppose you go on speaking jargons, extract words and all, extract vocabulary. If the audience, you have to again see what is the audience that you have in front of you. Are they able to comprehend what you are speaking? So vocabulary must also be synchronizing along with your passage and the audience. Then fluency. You must be very fluent while speaking. Your language, there should not be, voice modulation is very important. Wherever you have to raise your voice, you have to raise your voice. Where you have to come down, you have to. See, suppose, alas, that person was such a beautiful. So the expressions also, expression is also very important. By looking at your faces, they can understand, oh, this is something has happened, so that's why he's expressing like that. So exclamations are also very, very important while speaking. Then pronunciation, how you spell the words. Spelling is very important. How you are spelling the word and all must be rightly done, so that there should not be any confusion among the audience for whom you are delivering the speech. Suppose you are doing it for yourself, for learning English, there also, as I said, you can record it and you can reproduce it and see wherever you have committed mistakes. This is very important. And logic. So whatever you speak must be very logical. It must not be ambiguous. There should not be any kind of discrepancies in the thought and mind of the people for whom you are delivering that particular speech. So thought also plays a very, very important role. Then the important thing is your grammar. What is the role of grammar here? Without grammar, there is no English. So grammar is the backbone. So whether you are spelling out the active voice or passive voice or tenses, what is the location, what is the situation, what are the prepositional words that are using it. So all these things. So whenever, suppose you are depicting something in a sea, suppose ship, something concerning with sea animals or ships roaming in the ships floating in the sea and all. So suppose people are there on the ship, you have to say people are on the ship. Suppose there is a boat there, people are in the boat, because they have got certain. Whenever we say small like car or boat or something like that, we have to say that people are in the boat or in the car. When it is a movable object which is very, very bigger than compared to boat like ship, train or aeroplane, people are on the. So prepositions, wherever you have to use, all these aspects count a lot. So therefore, these are certain simple things which I wanted to tell you. And never be afraid. See, we were all, whenever we started our English, we were a little confused, and sometimes even now also. But thing is that, you see, practice makes a man perfect. Go on speaking. That's why I said speak, speak, speak. The more you speak, the more you read out aloud, you can be the best speakers. So if you understand these small things, definitely you are going to be the best speakers. Thank you very much. Please watch for my next video.